Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's going to have a great sunny day. It's looking wonderful out there in Corpus Christi. And so we've got a special interview that I've been promising you guys. It's going to be with Tyler George, 2018 gold Olympic medalist. And we speak briefly, and we have some plans on going even further with this interview and these topics, because he's such a dynamic and such an experienced athlete, also leader in development and coaching and sports psychology. So we're working on that, and we're super excited. So stay tuned for further conversations with Tyler, and please enjoy this video. Boom.
And you're setting long-term goals, but you're kind of taking those out of the equation throughout the season. You're talking about the short term. So the small victories, when you're having, you know, like for us, before every tournament, before every game, we would have meetings and talk about individual and team goals for every game we play. Exactly. So, I mean, practice, you can do that stuff too, but when you're talking about it for competition, you know, before a match for you guys, you said, all right, what do you want to work on today? What's your goal out there today? And not about winning or losing. Then you can still talk about that afterwards, have the same meeting, because we do pre and post game. Did we meet our goals? If you can do that, then all right, you're a better player, or you're a better teammate for us. And all those things added up in the long run.
And that's the fundamental psychology, and also the physical ability for people to be able to, I guess, to be able to obtain that. That's a goal that they can physically obtain. They can mentally start processing to see how they get there. And then also the results individually sometimes vary, because sometimes you get guys that take it like extremely well, and then other guys that just continually develop.
And charting those things for each individual athlete matters too. So not just about did I reach my goals, but what did I do in my preparation when I competed my best that seemed like it helped me to get to that point. So for us, it was for our pregame stuff. After we had our meeting, everybody would go their own separate way and take their time before the game started to do whatever they needed to do to get in the right mindset. So then you chart those things to say, what did I do before this game where I didn't play as well? What did I do before this game where I played my best? And then try to replicate those things as much as possible and stay in that routine. For me, it was what energy level was I at? That was huge for me. So, and that's different for everybody. Some people need to be at like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Calm before they compete. Some have to be jacked up, like to be at their best. But you have to figure that out as an individual. There isn't something.
And that's a process of accumulating experience and kind of
charting those things, and figuring out.
So I've learned that over the years. You know, because no matter how excited and how hard I train, if somebody's better than you, that's just, you know, it's unrealistic that I'm going to go in there and beat that guy typically on a scientific level, on a mathematical level. But when you start understanding, okay, my goal with this person at the professional level as an amateur or whatever, then it's just to survive and to be able to maybe finish and get as much experience. You know, that could be the win out of it to some degree. Of course you want to win, but more than likely, mathematically, you know, it's like trying to figure out a strategy to beat that science is sometimes difficult.
Well, the things we're talking about with these preparation things is putting you in the best position to succeed once you're there. But I mean, there's simple things like, are you doing the work? Are you putting in the time when you don't want to? Because if you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I did everything I could do to be prepared for this match.
That's how I was,
then you're going to compete better, but you also can say, you know, I did everything I could do. So you've already won from that point. And that's, I think, the number one thing that you tell athletes to let them be able to be at peace with how the results end up is ask them if they feel like they did everything they could do. You know, was there a day you didn't go to the gym just because you didn't feel like it? You know, and we talk so much about, you know, mental health initiatives, taking care of yourself. You do have to do that. You know, you do have to take the time away you need. But when it comes to putting the work in, there's a big difference between that. You can take mental breaks, but when it comes to the workouts and the practice and all that stuff, you got to look across the other person and say, did I outwork this person before this match? Like, do I deserve to win this match?
You know,
that's right. Are they putting in the work? I'm not. What's the difference between me and them?
And that makes all the difference in the world.
When you put in that time, when you say, I didn't miss a day of practice, I didn't skip anything, I ate right, I got myself in the shape I needed to, I can't be more prepared for this, then that's a win already. And that puts you in that comfort zone where you say, I am ready to compete. I've done everything I can do. Now I just got to let the prep work for me.
The natural progression will happen. Everything is going to just fall in place after that.
And the worst thing that can happen is if you lose and it's this close, and you think to myself, maybe if I did this in preparation. During the match, you make a mistake. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But if the mistake was not preparing properly or not putting that little extra bit of work in, then it's on you.
Yeah.
That's when you have regrets.